Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Asad Yaqub with
Najam.
And we are here at Jagran Resort, beautiful place in the heart of Kashmir Valley. We've come all the way from Lahore to make these videos for you.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay.
So Shumaila, what this video is all about?
This video is about speaking test.
Okay, IELTS speaking test.
IELTS
The real
speaking
test.
Real test.
Okay, interesting.
So, Asad, tell us about what are the do's and don'ts of IELTS speaking test.
Don't. Okay, yeah. Do means what you do, and don't means what you don't do. All right. On your IELTS speaking day, don't shower. Don't use any perfume. Don't brush your teeth.
Okay.
Yeah. Jinni mushk maar sakde ho maro. Jinni bo examiner nu aayegi unna band vadega. Just kidding, okay? All right. Listen up. The day when you have your IELTS speaking test, the first thing is you need to be ready for that. Ready means mentally prepared. Ready means prepared by all means. You went through all speaking part 1 questions. You went through the latest cue cards. You went through IELTS speaking part 3 as well. We've got beautiful bird here. We'll show you that bird. It's native to this area. So you need to be prepared. Now, this is your educational preparation. Mental preparation is that you have the speaking test. You have to face the examiner, right? And how you're going to behave there, how you're going to deal with that situation. Before you go to take your IELTS speaking test, a couple of hours before at home, you should take your IELTS speaking test with the examiner. Where?
Okay.
Here.
Your personal examiner.
Yeah. Mentally, you need to visualize. Okay, I'll go to take my IELTS speaking test like this. Examiner will be he, she, or it.
Not it.
You know what does it mean? Neither he nor she, it. Okay, so I'm sorry. All right, so you got to just see and don't think too much about the examiner, that you think examiner will be she, a beautiful lady, and there you find a baba. Right? Yeah. Bapu jinna banda hoye, something like that, okay? So be careful about it. Don't think too much. Then you'll be disappointed. Oh, hi. I was thinking about the lady, and here
just focus on your IELTS speaking test.
Exactly. So you need to visualize and then wear something which is comfortable. There is no marking criteria for actual dressing. Right? It's the test din jana, rishta nahi karan jana. Okay, keep that in mind, right? Yeah. So you can wear anything, like jeans t-shirt is fine, and you can wear any perfume if you want to, and if the girls, they can wear any makeup, but don't over prepare. I mean, the physical appearance is important, but don't over prepare that I'll wear the new shoes or the new jeans, and then all the time you are adjusting your jeans, okay? Or your shoe is pinching you and you are just doing like that, okay? Be careful with that. Now, by the time you enter the room, examiner will just check your ID and all that stuff and ask you a question. Shall we start the test? If you are ready, tell the examiner, yes, please, you can start. If you have a sort of fast heartbeat or you are nervous, confused, say, please give me a minute and half glass of water. Why not full? Why not full? Then you have to go to the loo. Yeah, then during your speaking test, excuse me, madam, can I use your attached bathroom? Believe me, maida kara nahi karanga. Something like that, okay? You know, the Punjabi agla kara hi edda kar gaya hoye ke wapas pind on joga na reha hoye. So no, just kidding. So let's come back. So I mean, you can just drink water, and when you are relaxed, you're fine. You can take 5 minutes even before the test. Now, not in the middle of the test. Now, one of my students, he said, sir, I took IELTS classes somewhere, and the teacher said, you repeat every question of the examiner. That will give you some time, right? And the examiner, yeah. Examiner asked the question, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? Okay, my favorite color is red, and I like red t-shirts and all that.
Very good question.
Yeah, another one. What he did, he said, my teacher said, initially, whenever they ask you a question, you comment on the question. This will give you some time, and then you can think. They ask you a question, gentlemen, tell me about your hometown. I'm very glad that you asked me about my hometown. That is a very interesting question and I always want to talk about my hometown. Let's talk to you about my hometown and my hometown is, and the examiner is sir pad dena tera, yeah, not like this. Exactly. Don't try to trick the examiner.
Or you can say that don't try to be over smart.
Over smart. You know, these are the tricks that you are using. So don't try to trick the examiner. You are one person and examiner has seen many sparrows like you. Every day they conduct a test, okay? So, when you go for speaking test, examiner asks you the question in part 1. In part 1, take the examiner as a friend. Okay, take the examiner as a friend, only friend, okay, not GB friend, okay, only friend, yes. So, you can talk to the examiner in a pleasant way. Now, for example, Shmala, we are sitting here, we are having some coffee, right? And we are chatting in a very friendly way. In the same way, answer the questions of the examiner. And what do the students do? They're sitting like this. All right, they ask you the question. All right, tell me about your family. My family, I belong to, and everything. They say everything counts there. Just relax. All right, I've got a very nice family, and in fact, my parents are really loving. My father is an engineer, and my mother is homemaker, and I have 2 other siblings. That's
so
it.
Like enjoy.
Yeah. Like exactly the way chaske le ke you call on telephone, mobile phone. Hello, honey. Yeah, and then you go in the corner. You find the corner, and then you take the chaskas and all that. You know chaska, yeah. Exactly. So you should talk to the examiner. Yeah, only talk that way, but don't take chaska from the examiner. That's dangerous. Okay. So you need to talk to the examiner in a very friendly way. In part 1. Part 1 will give you the confidence to go on successfully with part 2. Believe you me, a little mistake in part 1 or a little wrong action in part 1 may cost you the whole speaking test. It may spoil your whole speaking test. What happened? One of my students, he went to take his IELTS test. Test started. Examiner asked part 1 questions. When they reached part 2, examiner said, "Oh my God." And then examiner said, "Excuse me, can you please leave the room?" That student was like, "Main te kuch kiya bhi nahi, baji main tuhanu te kuch bhi nahi kiya," something like that. And then, you know what had happened? The examiner forgot some SOPs of the test. Like, my name is this, candidate name is this, candidate number is this, and we start the test because they are also human beings. Sometimes they forget the things. So when he went outside, now he started thinking, maybe something wrong with me. You know what happens with the boys or sometimes the girls as well? Whenever somebody is looking at you like this, you always start checking yourself whether my button is open, right? Or there is something wrong with my hair and all that. So when they called the gentleman back for the test, by that time, he had lost his confidence. He had lost his faith. He was totally nervous and he spoiled his speaking test. Then he contacted me and I requested him to call them, and then they took his test again, second time. So please, part 1 should go on like this. Now, when they give you part 2, some students go to take their IELTS speaking test in a very casual way. Like they don't know nothing, they don't know anything. Like, you know, like the goats, take them here, take them there. Don't be casual.
Yeah, don't be too casual.
Too casual. Examiner gives you the topic and you are making nakharas that main te khanda hi nahi. I mean, that topic is not to eat. Yeah, exactly. And sometimes, you know, you just have this thing. You go to somebody's house and they put some food in front of you. Bengan te main kadi khada hi nahi, bataun je, huh? Something like that. Don't have this feeling. Bataun lagde nahi, yeah. So you should see, I mean, if they give you the topic, just take the topic and read the topic and jot down some note. Some badawas are sitting like there, 1 minute time they're only looking here and there or looking at the beauty of the examiner and then say she was wearing this perfume. Yeah, main bhi parwa ke le aanda si kabadiye kolo. Yeah, right? So be careful. You should read the topic for part 2, jot down the notes. Again, read the topic, sub-point, jot down the notes. In 1 minute, you should prepare enough notes. And what do the students do? I conduct mock test. What do they do? At the time of speaking, they put away, they return the cue card. They return the cue card. Hello, baji, thwada hai. Yes. ਇੱਥੇ ਰਹਿ ਗਿਆ
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਬੋਲਣ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਹੈ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੀ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਲਓ
yeah ਫਿਰ ਕਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਬੂਟਾ ਗਾਲਾਂ ਕੱਢਦਾ I mean yeah they return the cue card why you have to speak on the cue card and you're returning the topic card to the examiner so please don't do this. Now you have the cue card in front of you. Now you have the notes in front of you and keep holding the pen. And when you're holding the pen, it will give you some confidence. If you're holding something, it gives you the confidence, right? So now when examiner says, you now have to speak on this topic for 1 to 2 minutes. Take a look at the topic or take a look at the notes and then speak confidently. Do not read from the topic. Do not read from the notes and do not stop to read. But actually you can just go on, okay? Well, the main thing why I like this city is, and then go on with it. Well, actually, I was born here and I have been living here. If the topic is how long have you been living there, something like that. So answer every question. Now, as you are answering part 2, make up your mind that part 3 is going to be from part 2. Examiner is going to ask me questions from part 3 and that is going to be from part 2 topic. So if part 2 topic is a dish you like the most or some food you like the most, in part 3 they will ask you about cooking, cooking habits, food, style in cooking, culinary arts and all that stuff. So you need to think about it as well. And when it comes to part 3, examiner asks you the question, listen to the examiner very carefully and within your heart repeat the question. Do not repeat the question loudly, just repeat the question within your heart. And if you, you need to understand what is the gist. I'll give you one small example. In part 1, the questions are simple. What is your favorite color? In part 3, same question will be asked in a very confusing way. How? What are the colors that you occasionally like? So it's the same thing. What's your favorite color? Right? So
Asad, sometimes they ask very long question.
Exactly, but there is the bottom line. For example, if they ask you any long question, you should see what is the bottom line. What is it that examiner wants to know? And one more thing, if you do not understand the question and you give irrelevant answer, examiner will immediately interrupt you with another question. They will not let you go. They will ask you another question. Then students say, well, whenever I answer, examiner asks the next question. Your answers are irrelevant. Then this happens. If you do not understand the question, ask the examiner. You can say, madam, will you please repeat the question? Or would you please repeat the question? Or I beg your pardon. They will repeat the question and there is no penalty. At times in part 3, they can clarify the question also. If you don't understand, they repeat the question, say, will you please clarify the question? Will you please elaborate this question?
And some people ask, why examiner asks so many times, why?
Yeah. Why? Because when your answers are short, they ask you a question, what's your favorite color? Red. And then you're looking at the examiner and smiling because my teacher said you have to smile. You should have a smiling face. You're smiling at the examiner. Now examiner wants to judge your English from only one word, red. How can examiner judge you? So you need to give a full answer. That's why they say, why? One of my students, she went to take her speaking test. She said, sir, examiner was so rude. I asked what happened. She said, sir, whenever I answered, examiner said, why? She talked like this. And believe you me, like I said, well, examiner must be expecting some clarity, some long answers and all that. When she got her IELTS speaking result with 4 band, the same lady who was complaining, the examiner was saying, why? The same lady was saying, hi. Exactly. So if examiner is saying why, give full answers. Give detailed answer with detail. Do not just say, nu pata nahi ki peed pe agi, why? Something like that, okay? So this is what you need to see. Answer every question confidently, and this is gonna be good. In part 3, we've got some type of questions. I've got my videos on that. Comparative questions, opinion-based questions. Then we have some questions from past. There are some questions about predictions. Prepare these type of things. You should have some proper structures and you can get good band score. That's all from my side. Okay.
If you like this video, hit the like button, and
I also teach IELTS online. If you want to join my online IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Shmaila and Asad Yaqub. Wish you all the best. Take care. Allah Hafiz.